much bet on.
You can almost count on these late race cautions at Richmond.
Kyle Busch now sneaking into the inside of Carl Edwards to try to retake the lead.
Tried it on the outside, and he couldn't get it done there. It looks like Carl's going to shut the door on him on the inside try. This is allowing Brad Keselowski to catch these two guys. They're racing each other really hard.
Oh, I tell you, Carl was, not giving Kyle Busch much room. You get that right rear quarter panel laying against his left front tire next to that corner. That'll put your head on the wall, but he's got to guard that position now. And that turn, too, remember, that turn is tough, man, getting off that turn.
Okay, Russ, you've got about 30 laps to go. How hard do you run right here? I mean, you can run the tires off these cars if you run too hard. Do you just let it all hang out right now?
Andy, I got to let it all hang out right now. And if I'm Kyle Busch, I got to use the top side of that racetrack, keep working and wearing them down, because he's been getting closer and closer using that second lane. And then when the 18 and the 60 get together, here comes old Brad right through again.
Yeah, he's looking. He's looking on the inside now of the 18 car.
Brad Keselowski has never had a top 10 finish in a nationwide car at Richmond. He has qualified well, but never finished well. Today, he qualified poorly, but may finish well.
Got a problem in turn 2, guys.
Caution's out here. Caution is out. Caution's out.
Yeah, it's Ken Butler, the third. He has pounded that wall to the left side.
Well, we talked about the caution flags in the final laps.
Big break for Mark Martin. Looks like he's going to get the lucky dog and might have enough time to get something done here with fresh tires.
What happened, bud?
That will allow Mark to go back and get on the lead lap and then put us with now 10 cars on the lead lap. And folks, a year ago there was some late caution flags and some tire strategy was determined to win here. We'll break that down for you when we come back, as we'll show you why we are under caution for the game time. Ken Butler III, the rookie, hits it a ton up in the turn.
Yes, it is.
Under caution at Richmond, lots of racing to come your way. NHRA action qualifying tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. Of course, NHRA race day, 11 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday, and finals at 7 o'clock Eastern time. NASCAR now presented by 5 Hour Energy, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday morning. And of course, don't forget NASCAR Now Roundtable. Alan Bestwick and the boys at 5 o'clock Eastern time on Monday, all on ESPN2. Well, our in-race reporter, Mark Martin, has gotten back on the lead lap. Let's visit with him.
Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, ESPN, you got us?
Yeah, Rusty, but hang on here. They may be giving us our lucky dog here. Lipton Iced Tea Chevy's back in the game here with this lucky dog. So let's see what happens here.
All right, buddy, we'll talk to you later. So you got to respect something like that. I mean, his head's in the game right now. You can't distract him.
He's still trying to win this thing, and he's now getting around the pace car. So it's a critical point. They have to talk to each other here to get this communication where they can get that lap back.
And here, guys, getting fresh tires. Jeff Burton on pit road. Leffler is there. The 20 of Logano is on. There's the 33 of Harvick. Remember, it was a late pit stop a year ago when some of these guys stayed out, others came in to determine the outcome.
Mark will likely come around here and get 4 tires too.
And a little bit of a log jam as they exit pit road. They got to let the field go by, and the light changes, and they can pull back up on the racetrack. Work continuing on the back of the Mike Bliss car to try to get that rear end put back in position. He is behind the wall, and we continue under yellow. 26 laps to go. If you want a ticket to the race, they are available. Upcoming tracks: Darlington, Charlotte, Dover, Nashville, Kentucky. You can read them right there or join us with our live coverage of NASCAR Nationwide Series action. Mark Martin, by the way, did get the lucky dog, is back on the lead lap, has been on and off pit road for 4 fresh tires, and also the 88 car on pit road for 2 right side tires. And now it's going to get very interesting up front.
So we got a good mix of cars with tires, some without. See Kyle Busch now jumping to the outside of Carl Edwards.
boy, Carl knew that was going to happen, and he's just got to...
Yeah, he knew it was coming, but what do you do? I mean, you just got to race him hard right here.
And this is where the top side of that track is so important. Let's see what happens off this turn 4 right now, because this is where the track opens up, and Cal can get away from him. There he goes.
Cal just made a great pass on Edwards.
He just motored away coming up out of turn 4, now pulls him by 2 car lengths.
Guys, we mentioned that Mark Martin got back on the lead lap, but the problem there is he's got to start at the end of the longest line. He actually needs another caution to get back in the hump, get caught back up to these guys now.
So Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Kenseth is there back in 3rd spot. McDowell being shown in 4th, and Brad Keselowski after those 2 right side tires in 5th.
Well, I tell you, 20 laps ago, the thing is really going to start heating up right now. I don't think this is going to be the last caution. You know, when the tension gets high, things happen, especially on a short racetrack, guys.
Kevin Harvick, last lap was 3 wide on the outside getting into turn 3.
And Andy, they got these fresh tires, and they got to take advantage, like we said. Kevin's eating the bottom of that track up right now.
Jason Leffler got out of shape a moment ago and almost got the 88 and the 33, and now gathers it back up. Great racing here.
Yeah, and you can see the fender damage on Keselowski's car there on the left front.
Now, that's not going to help it, that's for sure, but Andy has got it bent out into the air.
It's not a bad way to get that thing bent right there.
That's kind of a
hurt it too bad.
Good way for downforce.
Actually, it might even help it.
Yeah, good.
This is 5th, 6th, and 7th here with 18 laps to go.
And Keselowski's got those fresh right sides, and he was the first car behind these guys that had tires.
Whoa!
Oh, we got a big pileup on the backstretch now.
29 cars in it.
There's Burton around. Burton still hadn't hit anything.
Whoa, now he will come across and tap the inside wall.
Oh, man.
Just clipped this, guys.
Everybody's trying hard. 17 laps to go, and we got a pile of tore-up race cars here. 10 car.
That is Brian Scott. He's got heavy damage on the nose, also some right side damage.
His car got a lot of damage in practice today, guys. His 10 car did. Now he's finished it off with the front here.
Now this all started with the 38 car getting out of shape. They're coming up off turn 2. That great battle, 5th, 6th, and 7th. There was the damage on Leffler's car.
He's got a flat tire here. He's got to come to pit road. Not a lot of car, but he does have to get in here and get these tires changed. Keselowski, he knows time's running out here.
Oh, looks like Brad just pushed the issue, guys.
And then Brian Scott's just a victim, as well as Burton.
You talk about a victim.
Burton did a great job right there to not hit anything until the very end here, and it's like,
He almost got the side of Stephen Wallace as he was coming by. Here's the contact again for 5th position.
You know, one thing to Brad's defense, he's got that tore up left front fender. That could cause that front end to take off.
How did he tear up that left front fender? Racing the 38. This may have been just these two guys getting rough with each other.
Diving in. Still down there.
Boy, Brian Scott doesn't turn hard left. He runs over Leffler. Watch him just turn left to try to avoid him, and he ends up getting Burton on the inside.
And boy, Burt did not see that coming at all. I mean, that's just getting sideswiped, not having a clue you're getting ready to get hit because the driver was past it. Just got him in a right rear quarter panel, and there's a car, you know, going for the points, going for the owner's championship.
Hard impact on the inside, and Jason Leffler was 4th in the point standings. He was trying to move in on the top 2. Damaged race cars being repaired. Back in just a moment.
Gotta love it, Darlington Raceway next Friday night for the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
Just another step up in the beating and banging world of NASCAR.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, one of my favorites definitely, and you're going to see some action there. I mean, that place is too tough to tame. It always lives up to its name.
Nationwide Series at Darlington, 7 o'clock Eastern, ESPN2 next Friday night. We got some Darlington stripes on the wall in Richmond tonight. Greg Biffle joining us down in the ESPN pit studio. How about that restart by Kyle Busch last time the green flag waved that got him the lead in the closing laps of this race?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he just got a great drive up off the corner, you know, and got beside Carl going going in the corner. It almost looked like Carl missed a shift. I mean, he just really ate him up, get down in that corner. But Carl looked like he was catching him back again. So this is going to be interesting.
A little out of context for talking about the excitement at the end of the race, but if you check out Greg's website, GregBiffleFoundation.com, you and Tony Stewart announced the program today to supply canine officers some vests, which is a great thing.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Tony did it last year, asked us to join forces, and so we're doing it. It's vest for K9.com to go check it out. Tony and I are doing a good thing.
Wanted to do that as thanks for you for coming over and spending the race with us. Now,
absolutely.
If you're Carl, if you're Kyle, a quick thought on what those guys are thinking for this restart.
Bump and run. Got to get it done.
There you go. We've had a little bumping and running here in these last few minutes, huh, Doc?
Indeed, we have. We have got. So why don't we talk with some of these guys? There are the two guys. There's Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch as they are running second and first, respectively. Let's talk with our in-race reporter, Mark Martin, back in 8th spot.
Hey, Mark, Rusty Wallace. Let's try this again. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, we got time now. Yeah, look, we're back in the game. Got a few more laps here. We'll see what we can do. Our Lipton T Chevy's been pretty good. We just ran out of gas there. Not picking up all the gas, I think.
Mark, I tell you what, looks like you're going to have to drive every lap like it's a qualifying lap now. You got a good car. You got some fresh tires back on there. But, buddy, before I forget, I want to thank you so much for being our in-race reporter. That was awful kind of you a little while ago, not roughing us up when you were getting ready to go to work and get busy at it, man.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. Anytime here. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, well, it's just a blast here. Let's see what we can do here at the end.
All right, man, go get him. Thanks for talking to us.
50.
All right, Mark, let's get caught up. We got to get behind this corner.
50-year-old Mark Martin, who picked up a Sprint Cup win in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago, now in his only nationwide start of 2009. It's his first and only one, trying to go back to victory lane and get win number 49.
How about Michael McDowell here in his 47 car now, sitting in 4th spot. What a great job he's done tonight. He's got the lucky dog twice, and now he's sitting in a good spot.
I'll tell you, that's a great thing about the lucky dog. I didn't like that rule at first, but now I do, because it really gives these guys a good chance. And he's been out of it a couple times and got himself back in there and kept that car pretty clean throughout the night.
This would be a career best finish prior to this, 6th at Las Vegas. For this driver who ran in Sprint Cup a year ago, now running full-time for Rookie of the Year in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
Well, Andy, I'm not a bet man. There's no doubt about that. We got 9 laps to go. We going to see another caution?
Probably.
Well, Carl Edwards hasn't won this year, guys. He is hungry.
I guarantee you we're going to see an opportunity for a caution. These guys are going to be going hard.
I guarantee we're going to see some fast laps, man, with 9 laps to go.
And what did Greg Biffle predict? He said the bump and run.
Greg's probably going to be dead right. I mean, because that's what you got to do, man.
I want to be the one running.
Let's see who's going to do the bumping as they come down to the green flag. 9 laps to go at Richmond. Here comes Matt Kenseth looking to the inside.
Oh! Keselowski's still making some more contact here. He's on the move. Oh, we got Kenny Wallace in the wall. There's your caution, Russell.
God,
didn't think it was going to be your brother.
I tell you, I don't know what happened there, and I don't know if I'm interested in seeing this replay.
He'll get it cranked up.
Kenny, a 3-time winner here at Richmond, 3-time most popular driver in the series, was looking like he was going to have a good top 18 or 19, maybe a top 20 finish.
Yeah, he had a good run going.
I tell you, this U.S. Border Patrol has been so good for this team. And Kenny flying today, running really good. He needed a good run today. Tell you what, he showed everybody he still had it, though. Real fast out there today.
You see that right rear rotor glowing just solid red.
Yeah, it looks like the rear brakes have been locked up in this car.
Well, he's got some problems.
Rear brakes are about on fire.
It makes you wonder. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know why the brakes were so hot on this car.
Let's check in on some crew chiefs. Dave, what's going on in the 18 pit?
We'll ask Jason Ratcliffe. The car's kind of been back and forth. Looks like 4th right now. Is it good enough to win?
I think so. The driver's good enough to win, and these guys on this NOS Energy Drink team have been doing a great job on pit road all night. Put him in position to get the lead on that last restart. So we'll see. Like you said, we've been back and forth. We've been a little too tight, a little too free. Hopefully we made the right adjustments here.
Jamie?
Well, Eddie Pardue, crew chief for Matt Kenseth, decided to stay out there. Hey, it won you guys the race in Phoenix. What do you think about now?
I think our City Financial Ford Fusion's got a good shot at it. Restarts haven't been our strong suit, but took off pretty good there, so should be fun here.
Hey, Doc, if you saw that last restart, we better watch the 16 on this next restart.
Let's listen in to Carl Edwards' radio as they get ready to go back to green.
Yeah, I rung out a little too far and touched the chip in third gear there, but second, third, it just leaves me. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to touch the chip here. This will be the best restart I've ever done. We'll see how we stack up here.
Trying to stay off the rev limiter, the chip as they call it here. He holds on the second spot. Behind him is Kenseth, then McDowell. And they're really mixing it up single file there on back. There's the 88 car, 33 of Harvick.
Laps are winding down here. We got 4 laps to go. Carl Edwards got a great restart right there, but Kyle Busch just got a better start.
Boy, Kyle has been the ace on these restarts. I mean, he brings these guys down a fairly slow speed, goes through that gearbox, and, man, he's done it time and time again. I mean, you basically know what he's going to do every time.
Keselowski's still working on McDowell. McDowell holding tough on the outside, though.
Great run by the rookie to trying to get his career best finish. He will give up that spot to Keselowski now with 3 laps to go.
Boy, 3 laps to go. I mean, Edwards has got to give it all he's got right now if he's going to catch Kyle, but there's a lot of racing behind him. These guys are awful close. Tension's getting high, man. I'll tell you, they're running out of time big time now.
Kevin Harvick on the inside of the 47 card, and that is for position. White flag this time by up front. Kyle Busch is now pulled away by a couple of car lengths. If you got anything left for Carl Edwards, you got to use it now.
Oh, he's got to give it all he's got right now, but he's about 3 car lengths behind. But Kevin Harvick, that was a key pass. He's leading the Owners' Championship right now, and this is important for Kevin Harvick.
Kyle Busch just got too much of a lead there on that start, and Carl Edwards just driving his guts out, not able to close on him.
In both races a year ago, the driver who led the most laps did not win it here. But tonight, Kyle Busch has led 4 times now for 116 laps, and Kyle Busch will come out of turn 4 and get win number 3 in 2009.
Unbelievable.
Man, that is freaking awesome, dude. Thank you, bud.
Kevin Harvick drives up to a top 5.
Good fifth call, Radcliffe. You won the race, buddy. Good job. Thanks, guys. Woo! Yeah!
So you got to hand it to him, guys. Kyle's been amazing in this car. A lot of wins with Joe Gibbs Racing, and car handles good, Andy, every single week. Plus the kid drives it really good.
Well, yeah, you got to give Kyle Busch a ton of credit here.
I mean, look at those restarts. What he did in the top side of Carl Edwards, I passed him right there.
Yes, burn it up!
He just got the green light for a burnout right here. Oh, yeah. Man, this guy's got good at these burnouts.
You better hope it's not one of the motors he's got to use again next week.
Well, they have the sealed engine rule, but they got permission to do it, and the fans are loving it. And he'll get out, and here is his signature bow he always gives to the crowd and holds up the number of fingers indicative of how many wins. Here he is.
Boy, love him or hate him, you got to respect his driving.
There's the bow, and he will come over and grab the checkered flag. This is Kyle Busch's 24th career win in this series, which ties him for 5th all-time with the legendary Tommy Houston and Matt Kenseth.
That's some good names to be involved with. Tommy Houston, you're going way back on me now, Jerry.
Still racking them up, too.
That's right.
Let's go down and talk to our second-place finisher, Carl Edwards. Jamie.
Well, this is the 5th straight time he's finished right behind Kyle Busch. Where is he getting you, Carl? Because it looked like you actually had him at the beginning of the race.
Oh, that's simple. He smoked me on the restarts. I did everything I could. You know, that car that he's got there just runs really, really well on those restarts. And, you know, I can probably do a little bit better job, but I did the best I could on that last one. I couldn't get near him. So, you know, my hat's off to those guys. They work real hard. But I got to thank Miracle Grow, Moisture Control. It's a great race car. and even though it's second, it's still a decent point stay, and it's good to be this strong here at Richmond.
And you led a lot of laps. Good night for Carl Edwards. Shannon?
Jamie, an eventful night for this 5-team. Mark Martin comes out with a top 10 finish. I heard you just talking to your Cup crew chief, Alan Gustafson, for tomorrow's race. What'd you learn tonight that you can use tomorrow?
Why you ask that?
I heard you on the radio with Alan Gustafson, so I was just wondering if you learned anything in this race that you can use tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not going to tell.
Come on, secrets, Mark.
Hey, we had a great race with our Lipton Iced Tea Chevy. The guys gave me a great car. We ran out of gas for some reason on that green flag run. We weren't getting all the fuel out of it or something, and wasn't picking it up, and it was a great run. And I think our car was pretty good. We made it better throughout the race, and I've got some ideas. Alan and I'll talk, and maybe we'll have a contender tomorrow night with that Cheez-It Chevy.
All right, good luck tomorrow night, Mark. Jamie?
Well, last week he was flipping down the front stretch. This week, back in the car, best finish of third. Matt, take us through your night. I know the car never was quite right.
We just couldn't get it quite right. These guys had really good pit stops tonight, and Eddie and all these City Financial guys did a great job, really, because I didn't think we had much to work with in practice, and had a pretty solid car. I just could never get it quite right to be able to run with them guys. So it was a fun night, but it'd be nice to be able to win one of these things, too.
Good to see Matt Kenseth had a solid run. He will be back in the car next week. Doc?
What a finish here. Baseball tonight coming up next. Next week, of course, we're headed to Darlington, South Carolina, the track Too Tough to Tame. And what a home run for Kyle Busch and Joe Gibbs Racing. His third win of the year, his third win at Richmond International Raceway in the Nationwide Series.
Getting all the normal good stuff thrown at him here in Victory Lane, and at a car that was at one time plowing and all the stuff was burned up on it. How'd you win the race?
Well, it's perseverance, man. You just got to keep digging. So really want to thank all these guys on this team. They do a phenomenal job week in and week out, and just really got to thank NOS, Z-Line, and the fans, Toyota, Marquee Jets, Gillette, DirecTV, everybody that makes this program possible for us. All the guys at the shop at Joe Gibbs Racing, everybody from the fab shop to the cleanup crew to everybody that works so hard that really makes it fun. Thank JD and Joe and those guys. So I don't know what else to say, man. This is pretty fun here at Richmond. I love winning here. This is one of Denny's favorite places too. He always wins here, so it's a hometown for him. And unfortunately, we didn't have enough nationwide cars for him to run tonight, so we had to make sure we won in his hometown.
A couple hours you get to celebrate your birthday. Is this the kind of gift you were looking for? It looks like a championship-like run, Kyle.
Well, we need one tomorrow. Yeah, nationwide's great. We got to win the championship. We want to win the championship here, of course, but we want to win both of them too. So to come out of here with the Sprint Cup title, that'd be awesome. Again, thank the fans, thank Nationwide, thank all these guys, and we're championship for them. We just got to keep digging. We can't falter like I did in the beginning of the year, like the team did in the beginning of the year. Just smooth nights like tonight where nothing goes wrong. Just it's kind of picture perfect, just scripted.
Another night for these guys in Victory Lane. It's looking kind of familiar down here, Alan.
Kyle leading the championship by 82 points. A restart with 21 to go. The key moment, Kyle got around Carl Edwards, the winning pass. Next week, the Nationwide Series on to Darlington, South Carolina. The track Too Tough to Tame. Can't wait for that one. 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. It's baseball tonight. Next, thanks to Greg Biffle for visiting in our pit studio tonight. On behalf of our entire ESPN NASCAR crew, Alan Bestwick saying so long from Richmond. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Kyle Busch, the winner tonight.